Welcome to the Eclectic Thrifter and Crafter, where we thrift and craft with purpose. It's Tea Tuesday. Or in my world, Crafty Tuesday. Today we're having Lady Grey tea. It's been a long weekend. A lot of proofreading, helping my son catch up. It's time for tea. That is very good. A lovely cup at the end of the day. These are our supplies for today. These are 2 little salt shakers. I'm going to turn these, probably not today, but they're going to be small hat pin holders. But they're here for inspiration. These are upholstery needles. I have 6-inch and 8-inch needles. You will not find them in bulk at your local craft store. You have to go to Amazon. The 6-inch needles will come in packages of 25, and the most common number for the 8-inch needles is 10. I'm going to put stabilizers inside the shakers as well as cover up the bottoms. So probably by next Tuesday I'll have those done. This is our epoxy clay, and we're going to use this in the making of the hat pins. The epoxy clay is one of my go-to products for various projects. We have feathers. Most of these have been thrifted. And the rest of our supplies are right here. We're going to start out with different kinds of foil. This is a red foil. It's very inexpensive and it will go a long way. Here we have copper, blue and purple, and silver. And lastly, we have gold foil. The gold foil simulates gold leaf very nicely, and it's far less expensive. Here we have a selection of vintage cameos and a large brooch. The cameos I'm going to be using in future quilling projects, but I'm going to use this one today for a hat pin. We'll play with this just a little bit before we get started. That's sort of what I had pictured in my mind. These are vintage clip-back earrings. We won't be using these today, but I'm sharing them with you for inspiration. I will probably put these up on eBay first, and if they don't sell, I will make hat pins from them. Now you can use your little doily bits to make junk journal versions of hat pins, and there's a little idea for you. This is my little box of broken jewelry I'll use for repurposing. The clasp on this butterfly does not stay closed, so we're going to use that today to make a hat pin. So we've made our selections below. It's time to mix our epoxy. Once your epoxy is mixed, make several little beads of the epoxy and have them set aside. Then you can start attaching the hat pin to the brooch. And what I would suggest is put a small button of epoxy directly on the brooch in 2 places depending on how large your brooch is. Lay your hat pin on the epoxy and cover that with 2 other buttons and seal it. Doing it this way, you'll be confident that the pin is secure. Use your polymer clay tools to seal both buttons. It does take approximately 24 hours for the epoxy clay to thoroughly cure. Make sure your hat pin is straight and move on to another one. We're going to use an 8-inch hat pin for the butterfly brooch because it is quite large. Now it's time to apply our silver foil. Because our epoxy is still raw and has not cured, we can attach the foil and not have to use a special adhesive. I couldn't find the silver foil in sheets, so I just purchased the little jars, and it's going to work out just fine. You're just going to smooth it down with a soft paintbrush. Very easy to use. I've been wanting to make these hat pins for some time now, but life just kept getting in the way. That cameo is not glass and it's not jet, it's just plastic. So we're going to repurpose it into a beautiful hat pin. I decided that it would look best if the back was just solid. So we're going to rest the hat pin right down the center. And we'll seal it with a thin layer of epoxy. Polymer clay tools come in handy for many projects. Now we'll lay down our gold foil. I think it functions just beautifully in place of the gold leaf. It may seem a little wasteful, but truly you need to use a piece of foil that is just a little bit larger than what you're working with to make sure you have good coverage. And there we are. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial today. Please like and subscribe. Share my thrifting and crafting channel with your thrifting and crafting friends. Let me know in the comments below which hat pin you liked best. Check us out on Instagram and tap that notification button for upcoming announcements for thrifts and crafts. But most of all, have a lovely, lovely day.